Yo, Twitter is the wildest shit. You know what I mean? Like some of these accounts that they post up, it's like exclusive UFC fighter Jeff Neal jailed for brutal assault on Vicente Luque. What the hell is that? Why are they putting these things on? This is hilarious, man. Twitter is
Twitter's
the most hilarious
undefeated.
place.
Unde-
Yes, undefeated, most
Twitter's
hilarious.
undefeated, dog.
All right, let's get into
Undefeated.
it because I know some people are in here watching because they want to know about your post earlier today about MSG, Tony Ferguson. I know you did an interview earlier this week with Submission Radio. Go check that out. But MSG, why MSG? Why is that November? November,
I believe November 12th in New Zealand, so like 11th in
yeah,
the US.
November 11th in the US. It doesn't matter. November, MSG. Why does that make sense? Tony Ferguson. I know Tony Ferguson. You explained why that makes sense, but why MSG? Why November?
Because the style bender messaged me and said, he
I need
said,
you.
no, he said, bro, get that Tony fight on the MSG card November 12th. So I said, all right, all right, all right. Hold my beer. I'm gonna get this. So like, I've been trying to fight since what are we now? Like August. I said I wanted to fight in August. Couldn't get me anyone in August, October. I've been trying to fight October. Still like can't get anything across the line. Like November, he's got absolutely no excuses. I don't know who else he thinks he's gonna fight. Like maybe he thinks he can get like a Conor McGregor fight. I don't think he can get a Conor McGregor fight. Like why would Conor McGregor fight him when he can fight? Like I think Chandler probably makes the most sense for Conor McGregor at this stage, or just he can wait. Conor's probably just gonna wait and see how all that title picture stuff plays out. So besides Conor McGregor, like who else is there for Tony? Right? Like I think it's the biggest fight that he can get himself.
It is.
And
I think
MSG
so too.
works. Like you can't get ready in 12 weeks or 13 weeks. Like just retire then. If you can't get your ass out of bed for 12 weeks, then just piss off and retire.
There
That's
you
how I
go.
feel about it. Stylebender wants it. I want it. What you say, Tony?
Have you guys ever fought on the same UFC card? Or sorry, you guys have. When was the last time? That was in Australia, right?
We have
When you fought
in
Al, was that?
Australia. Yeah. I fought La Quinta, and he fought Rob Whitaker the first time when he
That's
got the
right.
knockout. We fought. He was main event, and then I was co-main event on that card. On a like the biggest. That was the biggest stadium. That was the biggest attendance in UFC history.
Yeah,
That
that
was a
was.
pay-per-view. That's main and co-main event. Like that definitely. Like it just sounds good to me. Madison Square Garden. You know, my friend Israel headlining the card. Big pay-per-view. We slide in the co-main. We get it done. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
If any
It
friend,
sounds good.
if any friend can help you get a fight, it's your friend. Israel Adesanya,
I know,
right? Like
right?
any
I know,
friend,
right?
it's good to have friends like that, right? It's like, hey, what are friends for? To support each other. And plus, you guys could do camp together. You probably enjoy that the most, right?
We back.
Oh, we back. All right. Did you even hear what I said?
Let's get it done.
Yeah, let's get it done. That's right.
It's not what
MSG.
you know. It's not what you know. It's who you know.
Exactly. Exactly. It's not what you know, it's who you know. And, friends are always good. Frenemies, man. Bring the show back in some form, some way, somehow. I need you guys to do that. I think a lot of people want you to do that because you guys did that preview last week. It's a good combination. It's a good 1-2 punch. You and Israel. Have you guys been talking about
Congrats.
that or what?
What, doing a show?
Yeah, like bringing something
Nah,
back similar.
nah. Like I just popped over.
Mm.
I just popped over. We had a quick chat. That's about it.
All right,
We'll
all
see.
right. Yeah. What was it? Yeah, man, that sounds good, man. Like you said, it's like a few months away. You know, Israel's on the card. You know, you and Tony.
It just makes
What?
sense. Like,
Mhm.
yeah, unless he's like, you know what I mean? Unless he's got like an injury or he needs time. Like, I got no idea. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
I can't see why. I can't see that. That's like, that's a big fight for both of us. Um, yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Who can get back in the mix? That's what it is. Not both of us. Only one can keep. Only one.
Mhm.
Only one can go
Mhm.
forward. Only one can progress. This is not a fairy tale. You know what I mean? We can fight. We can sort it out. One of us gets back in the mix.
And this narrative that people have about fucking Tony Ferguson that he's washed now, you guys are not watching these fights, man. Because the last fight, I thought he was looking good. I thought he was looking
Yeah,
good. He
but
looked
this is
confident,
this is
smooth.
this this is the sport of you're as good as your last fight. Like that is that's it.
Mhm.
That's it. We're in the sport of you're as good as your last fight. Like that's the reality of the situation. Like people they move quickly and they forget. Like look at today's card. Like half the card got finished. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like they'll be back. It's like it's the nature of the sport. Like maybe people that don't live it as a lifestyle. Like this is like a lifestyle for me. This is something I've dedicated my absolute life to. Um like their wins and their losses, and I understand how volatile the sport is, but I see it on like a weekly basis, right? Like I go to local shows every week. I train fighters, guys. Like it's just part of the sport. I see guys, on a rare occasion they'll take concussions or get knocked out in the gym, or they get knocked out on a small amateur show and they're like fighting in shin pads, or it's like their first title fight after they've had 5 fights, 10 fights, and they get knocked out. Like, what are they supposed to do? Quit? Like, what kind of example do you set by just being like, oh well, I lost one, or I'll pack it in or throw it? Like, it doesn't set like a good example. Like, you need to stick at it and work through it. As long as you're healthy and you take care of the right concussion protocols and you're getting back in there at 100%, I feel like it's just part and parcel with the
mhm.
sport. You know what I mean? If you're a fireman, you're going to get burned every now and then. You understand this? It's part of the sport. You're not gonna singe your hand one day as a fireman and then pack it in and become a plumber. Like it's just you're a fireman. You expect to get burned on the odd occasion. It's part of it.
So how far has the talks gone? You know, is it just you putting it out there? Because I think this matchup, you and Tony, we've been
It's on
talking about
Tony.
it for
Like,
like the last
yeah,
year.
but it's 100%. It's okay. It's 100% on Tony.
On
Like,
Tony.
I'm in. My management's in. Like,
You're
the
already in camp.
UFC, the UFC is in. Like, everyone loves the fight. UFC
Okay.
loves the fight. I love the fight. Stylebender loves the fight. It's 100% on Tony. Like, if this fight doesn't happen, 100% Tony Ferguson doesn't want the fight.